So hi everyone, doing another unlisted one, just because like I say, I'm in my feels, and now I know why I'm in my feels, ladies. Um, moody, moody bitch, man, honestly. What can I say? I'm not going to apologise for it. Right, so we're going to do a love spread. So this is just going to be whoever it resonates for, it resonates for. And if the buzzer goes, I'm away for my takeaway. It's as simple as that. It'll just need to end when they arrive. So I'm sure they won't be that fast. Right, so we're going to start with the past. This shows the foundations of the relationship. So my feeling is with how it's been going lately, it's probably going to be picking up on union energy again, but it might not. You know, they might mix it up. It's like when I thought I was going to pull a really love message for tomorrow, the 12th, because that's a conjunction. And the short, spoiler alert, the shorts for tomorrow, it wasn't. It was, somebody wasn't actually feeling too positive about their love life with that. So, but today's one was very lovely. So let's go with that. Right, for all the Valentine's Day fans out there, but like I say, it should be Valentine's every day when we're talking about twin flames. Right, the past. This shows the foundations of the relationship. I'm looking at my wee, I don't usually do spreads, but they told me to do one for this, so I'm following the lead. Right, what do we need to know about the foundations of whatever, whose ever relationship I'm picking up on? So it's either going to be collective of people, wave of twin flames, or I'm going to home in on a specific one. So sometimes actually when I'm doing it unlisted, I notice it does home in more. So let's just see. The foundations of the past of this. We've got achievement, effort plus intention. So instantly, oh sorry, it'll be helpful if I face it to use. Instantly what I get from that is it's been an effort. So it does sort of ring true that this has been a set of twin flames that have been on the journey quite a while. So it's not people that have just awakened to the journey. As in, when I say that can be quite confusing, can't it? Because there's people that have been on the journey a long time that will be watching this, and your twin is going through the twin flame awakening. And then there'll be other people that have found this and you're like new to it and your twin hasn't awakened yet. Or you might think you're new to it and the other person might have been aware a long time. You just don't know. So different situations. But I'm more feeling like this is like, it's taken effort plus intention. You know, it's taken someone in this connection knowing what this connection is all about and really putting in the effort day after day, doing the work, clearing their own blocks, knowing that as they clear their own blocks and heal themselves, it's going to heal their twin flame, and their twin flame will get it when they're meant to and not a moment sooner. What else do we need to know about this in the past? Of course, twin flames, because, yeah, and that makes sense, because one twin has known that this is a twin flame connection. Now, 16th might be significant in this. What's instantly coming to me is because we've got the full moon in Leo is actually on the 16th. So that's going to seem important here. It could actually mean that there is some sort of contact, you know, with whoever I'm picking up on here. Or if you're already in contact in the physical, maybe just doing something nice because it's Valentine's or something. But I do really feel this is like exciting communication coming about, soul partner, eternal connection. But you know, this is in the past, so this just basically is nailing it, like what was picking up on, that this has been people that have really been putting in the work there. I really do feel as well, you know, that there was some kind of friendship there, whether it was friends with benefits or like that film No Strings Attached, or you know, but there was some kind of mutual respect and agreement about what was going on there. Or again, it could very much be that there was a friendship and an actual you know, label put on this connection. But whatever it was, there was some kind of friendship, but there was also conflict and there was unrest. And again, it does kind of, with me mentioning that, it does kind of feel like, you know, it's because somebody caught the feels. So that's usually how it goes with this, isn't it? Right. But as I've explained, somebody catches the feels and then somebody else catches the feels, probably even worse than the other person. But who knows? I don't think it could be worse than what the Divine Feminine had, but we'll find that out one day from the people that share. Right, so, except you are finding out all the time when the Divine Feminines are sharing how fucking hard it's been and still is. Right, so, the present. What is the present? Oh, wait a minute, actually, let's do some love cards. But before we move on, what do we need to know about the past with this collective of twin flames? Reconciliation. So again, they're not, my guides might not play ball here when we're doing it with the spreads. There is a reconciliation on the cards here, but again, I really do feel I'm getting with this as well. There was a lot of kind of in out with whoever I'm picking up on, like whether it's homing in on a situation or this is going to resonate with a few people. It's kind of like, this person would come in your life and go out your life, whether this was kind of like you wouldn't agree to meet up, but you would synchronistically bump into one another, because that is very much how twin flames work. Like, you don't need to say, right, I'm going to see you at this time at this club. It would just happen that you would go to a club and they would be there. And now that might not be that strange, depending on if that was the go-to place to go at the time. But I definitely know from the people that I help that the craziest stories ever, that it's like it could be it could just think about any kind of random place that you end up going to, some pokey little bar, or there's loads of places you could have went at. It's like that film, out of all the bars you walk into this one, whatever that's from. It's kind of like, that's what twin flames are like. That's a huge indication that is your twin flame, obviously, amongst other things, so don't get carried away if that happens. But it's usually quite a good indication. Like, they're just like, how the hell are they here? So I remember again, I don't tell loads of stories, but I am being guided to share that, so I will. What happened with me was I specifically bumped into my twin flame and in a club that I would never go to, and I basically was like, yeah, I never come here, my best pals wanted to come here, blah 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 blah, right? And then no, that was it. I met him somewhere else, and then where I did used to go all the time. And then I said, oh, you'll never find me going there. I don't like that place. And then, as it happened, fate had it that I went to the place I said I never go to, because I think that was either the first time I went there or the second time in my life. And guess who was there? The same guy was there the next night, and then he was at he said, you don't come here. So that happens, that it's kind of like, I wasn't lying, I didn't like that place, and then it was just because my friend wanted to go there, it ended up going there. So it's just, that's fate pushing you together. And again, it's like, I didn't know that was my twin flame at the time. I just thought, oh, who's this hot guy? And also I still thought I was totally madly head over heels with my ex, but it turns out I was just being controlled by a narcissist. Sometimes we make mistakes in life. And I know that you will all have been through that as well. Anyway, enough about me, but I'm sure that would have helped somebody there. Right, so basically, the other thing is let's just pull one of these cards. Tested. Your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. So what this tells me is, in the past, there's been a lot of turmoil, just kind of like, I feel it's the pain of the divine feminine that I'm picking up on, knowing that even whatever this was with this person, that it's been a real test at times to, why is this person coming to my life? Why have I felt like that? And then they're taken away from me, or why don't they feel the same? So I think I'm just picking up on all that in the past. Give us something about the masculine. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. I don't want to spend too long on this because the buzzer's going to go, but I really do feel this is just because I specifically asked about divine masculine there. It's like, it's been really testing for the divine feminine in this connection and this wave of twin flames. But the masculine is actually always kind of known as well, that you would come back together. That's what it means. Divine timing is at work in your love life, but it's just, as we always say, right person, wrong timing. Whether the divine masculine was conscious of that at the time or not, it doesn't really matter. But I really do feel all masculines have been kind of aware of that on some sort of level. And then when the twin flame awakening hits them with a bang, it really all starts to click into place really quite fast. And it's just kind of like, oh my God. And then it's like, must be crazy when they realize that you've known either a very long time or at least a couple of years. But for a lot of people, it's very long time. Right, the present. But time is an illusion, guys. So that's why you'll find a lot of divine feminines are pretty chill. It's like, yeah, just kind of kept myself busy doing other shit. The present. So in the present situation, we have how the inquirer sees his or her relationship. Now, remember that this card is usually very subjective since it refers to someone's view of his or her partner, right? So again, this just means what's presently going on. So let's ask, because this isn't always, well, most of the time, this is not twin flames that are together. This is people that are in separation that I'm picking up on, but are about to reconnect. And that doesn't even mean be a couple, because this is just about, like I said, there's a friendship basis there. So this is just people reconnecting. But as the nature of twin flames, it's probably reconnecting and getting it on and happy ever after. Because the problems in these wave of twin flames have been many, so it's about heading towards the peace, right? So what has been going on in this divine feminine, regardless of whether you are a feminine, whether you are a woman or a man, or whatever you identify as, you could be a man in feminine energy. And as I've explained, people that are coming near union anyway, and all the time, are in very interweaved, and it's quite actually a bit hard to sort of keep myself focused with that. I get very confused, so but it's a good sign. So sorry, I'm more comfortable when I'm sitting cross-legged, and see, because I'm sitting still with my trainers on, I'm not comfy. Right, so for the divine feminine in the present, what's going on? Rest. Well, that's funny, isn't it? Because I can't be arsed eating my tea, and I've just ordered delivery and I'm going straight to my bed with a hot water bottle. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. Resonates for me, guys. Right, where is the divine masculine at in this connection? Divine magic, extra magical energy surround your situation right now. Expect miracles. So what this tells me, I'm feeling a lot of heat to my back right now, is a lot of divine feminines may be like exactly where I'm at. You might be exactly where I'm at. It might be your time of the month. You might be a moody bitch or a moody bastard, whatever. Well, actually, it's not going to be for the guys. I can't include you in that one. But basically, it's like, you could just be quite tired, working hard, end of the week, you're ready to chill out. You could be totally actually in the Cancer moon fields, because like I say, Cancer moon is very, very sensitive. The moon rules Cancer. It's very psychic time, but it is about rest. It is about the sign of sleep. It's also sadness, depression. So I did feel quite a lot of the twin flame collection could go in a bit of a lull, more than a lull. People could feel really quite down if you're not with your twin flame at Valentine's. But again, I feel it is just the heightened energy with this conjunction that's going to create things like this extra magical energy around the twins that were destined to start chatting around this time or meeting up, whatever, or even going to heightened parts of their relationship if they were already together. And for other ones, it's probably going to be more like this, like resting, just being kind to yourself. And if you get down and you feel a bit sad, just be kind to yourself, like do nice things for yourself, like treat yourself like your own twin flame until your twin flames arrive. That's what I always say. I always think if anyone ever asks me who's your twin flame, I'd be like, I'm my own twin flame. You know what I mean? I'm just going to keep being my own twin flame till the twin flame gets the shit together. Do you know what I mean? That's just how it is. That's the way that I see it. So extra magical energy surrounds your situation right now. Expect miracles. So it really does sort of seem like divine feminine is quite tired and just focused. And this is how I see this wave of twin flames, is basically they've put in the work. I described it earlier, someone is like, you've been running the marathon and you're exhausted and now you're just waiting for your gold medal. It's kind of like you've put in all the work, and now the divine masculines got their energy for the ones I'm picking up on, and they're trusting and taking leaps of faith, possibly around the full moon with that full moon there or before. Time will tell. Right, so I'm not actually going to, in fact I am. Right, let's pull in a bit of the chat. Where's the divine feminine at towards, and make it collective spirit so that it pulls in for a few people. Divine feminine at towards divine masculine. I can't stop thinking about you. Now this is interesting. I don't usually do this. I'm guided to put that back and see if it comes out. Where's divine masculine at towards divine feminine? I want to feel that way again. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I knew exactly what I was doing. I don't react when people mention you. I remember every detail of that day, becoming a better person. I wonder if you're happy without me. I wish I could share my good news with you. I left when I saw you with someone. My life is not together as it seems. Somebody just needed that message, but I'm not going to tie that into this because that was quite a lot. Right, just give us one more for divine feminine to divine masculine. So many things remind me of you. I'm not going to do that again, actually. Just felt guided to go. Divine masculine, divine feminine. I can't stop thinking about you. Wow, see? That's why you got to trust your intuition. I'm doing it again. See, doing a bit of teaching here, guys. I do mentoring for people's gifts as well. And actually, that's a good note. Oh, that's probably because I was going to forget to say that. I'm going to be offering my Activate, Amplify, and Awaken. It might be the other way around. I can't remember what called it. Your clairs, which is basically activating, awakening, and amplifying your psychic senses, your clear senses. And it's so much fun. Like usually it's anything. It's usually been about like four women. I think at most, I maybe think we had one, so I had 5. But it was so much fun. I do breakout rooms, and I get used to tune into your own clairs. And literally, even just some people came to it once, and their psychic senses were really blasted open in quite a massive way. But it's like psychic school, it's good practice. And because I've got a lot of experience, because I am clear, because this is my purpose to activate, awaken, amplify people's psychic gifts, because it even happens just people watching my free stuff here. It's been happening for years. Then come and it's a chance to come and get mentoring me and just have fun. And that's going to be on Tuesday, and then I'm going to be offering my full moon and Leo workshop to the public, I think. So just look out for that. But just email me if you're interested, but I'll be putting stuff out within the next couple of days, just putting the feelers out. It's usually women that are in my close circle that want to do it anyway, but I'm just saying for anyone else that might be interested, I'll probably cap it at about 8 people, but I'll just see. But there's usually only about 4. But that's why I said trust your intuition, because I knew that card was going to come out. So there's mirroring. Both twins can't stop thinking about each other, right? So we'll just put them back because the takeaway is going to come and I'll need to stop. Let's ask. In regards in the present, what is divine feminine like, if taking any action at all, which my feeling is no. The action is to rest for divine feminine. What action, or where's divine feminine at in the physical towards the divine masculine collective? Passion. There's feeling passion there. Allow your heart and sing to soul with joy. But I feel divine feminine is focused on what she or he is passionate about, or they, whatever you identify as. And focused on their passions and focused on the union, basically, right? Divine masculine is forgiving and learning. And I feel that's of themselves, forgiving themselves and learning about this journey, learning that it's all happened the way it's meant to. Karmic partners were meant to happen, karmic situations, karma was meant to be lived out, basically. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in the present moments, letting go of whatever it is, the doom and gloom and the, oh man, I fucked it up and this person's never going to forgive me, whatever the kind of story is that divine masculines tell themselves, for good reason. It's understandable why divine masculines go through that, but it's about realizing it's a spiritual journey. And they're releasing exes, some of them, or the energy around past relationships What else is divine? What's divine feminine going through? This is what I've noticed. There's very much two storylines with the twin flame collections that I'm picking up on. There's divine masculines that have been apart from an ex-partner for a while and healing and going inwards, but still, you know, like licking their wounds, healing, just healing themselves and on the down low, and before they make contact with their twin flame. And then there's another collective of masculines that have just sort of opened their eyes to the possibly challenging or toxic, codependent, romantic relationships and only doing something about it now. But possibly once they've done something about that, come into twin flames quite quickly, actually. But again, you know, so that's just what I keep picking up on. So because this release your ex card just keeps coming through. And again, it's because once the veil lifts, you can't unsee what you've seen. Right, so what else have we got for divine feminines at this time? Codependency, but then look at that, mirroring. Because a lot of divine feminines right now have either went through this or are still releasing the remnants of wherever there was codependency in your life or their life. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And this is not a coincidence. I literally just had, I had a client session earlier on today, and that's exactly what I was saying to that client was, where in your life is there situations where people are really affecting your energy? And I mean, let's be honest, there is always somewhere, but not for people that are near the end of the journey, because I don't mind saying that even for myself over the past couple of years, it's like, wow, the veil gets lifted and you're like, oh my God, like, wow, that's not good for my energy. And like I say, once you see, you can't unsee. But the good thing is, once you see in your life where you're allowing yourself to be manipulated or stuck or stagnant, then your divine masculine can see where they're manipulated, stuck, or stagnant. It really is that simple. Your twin flame is a divine mirror. Your twin flame is not like some crazies out there. Sorry, it's true, but some people are trying to put people off the twin flame path out there or make it seem toxic, and they're telling the most elaborate, crazy stories about what happens between twin flames. And just be very careful, because it's fucking worrying, actually dangerous, some of the shit that just because some people have went through some of the most insane journeys with their twin flame being a complete narcissist, it doesn't mean that's what twin flames are. I'm sorry, but as far as I'm concerned, if your twin flame is showing extreme narcissistic traits and treating you like crap, that's not your twin flame. Twin flames do ghost out of overwhelm. They do take themselves right out your life for a long time at times, but the chances are a lot of you would have done that as well, divine feminines, in this wave. Once it really just depends. Some people, if you're really proud, and even though you really want to contact someone, a lot of divine feminines just wouldn't have, because they would have just got it. Like, for instance, I just knew there's absolutely no point chasing this guy, telling him he feels the same, because he doesn't realize he feels the same. And actually, in actual fact, he didn't feel the same at that time, but I knew that he was gonna. Do you know what I mean? So that's and I only know that that's my journey, but what I've seen is from Hell and Thousands of Twin Flames. It's a lot of other people's journeys out there, but what I don't see is anything like what I've seen some people claiming in public. So anyway, 1111 is an important number for twin flames. It symbolizes the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. And I'm only saying that, I know it's passing judgment, but I'm saying it because I've seen some people claiming some dangerous stuff about this is how a twin flame relationship is. And absolutely not. I think that's very dangerous to be claiming some of the stuff. Anyway, I'm not going into details or it's too specific, but just use your discernment out there. 1111 is time, divine timing. Right. Better hurry up, that takeaway really is going to arrive. But I bet you when the buzzer goes, that's going to be significant to something I'm saying. Right, hidden influences, hopes, fears, expectations. This shows what kind of dreams and beliefs the inquirer is bringing to relationship. Miracles look deeper. We've got Jesus here. That's Christ's white light codes coming in. Forgiveness, again, coming up, obviously being Jesus. Divine masculine energy. We've got guardian angel, look deeper. There's just a lot of deep feelings, a lot of realizing that this is a spiritual connection, emotions, a lot of emotions. This is all Cancer moon energy, guys. But also Archangel Michael's coming in with a confidence, cutting the cords from the crap, cutting the cords from the pain, the toxic situations that many twin flames have been in, whether you've been in a toxic romantic relationship in the past when you've been younger, whether it's been recently, whether you've allowed yourself to be manipulated by various different people in your life. Again, you've got to take personal responsibility for allowing it to happen, and then you put your boundaries up and you don't let it happen again as far as possible. We've all been there, or we're all still there. Different people. Hopes, fears, and expectations. What else do we need to know? The Divine Matrix, I knew that card was going to come out. I saw it earlier. Interconnectedness, synchronicity, God, coincidences. Again, it's the synchronicity that happens between twin flames. You can't deny it. It's out of this world, crazy. You could write a book or a film on it, or many books and films. Half-hour light codes, light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall, and all twins are calling back their power. Divine feminines are calling back enough of their power, putting their boundaries up, only focused on the task at hand, which is loving herself 100% unconditionally at this present time. And yeah, that's basically the main priority. And anything else can wait right now, not forever, but it can wait right now. Secrets revealed, treasures uncovered, initiations. Again, because this is another huge part of the journey. The Holy Grail union, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. I added union onto that. It just came out of my mouth. So again, you are what you seek. What you seek is seeking you. That is being realized by the twin that never got it. Because Chambers of the Violet Flame, karmic release, radical transformation. The situations that were holding twins back are being released. And remember, I work with the Violet Flame energy every day, right? It is in my aura. People that can see auras actually are able to see this. What else do we need to know about what's going on with this collective of twin flames? Because look, they just know. Like I say, you're my lobster. That's what they want to say to you. That's what you want to say to them. Maybe that is what you say about them. Or something to that effect. Yes, this is your twin flame. That's popped out again. That's what's going on. Releasing of past situations, whether it's romantic or any karmic situation that hasn't served. So that can happen. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Twins where they're in loveless relationships are being guided to end it, because it's not fair on themselves. It's also not fair on the person that they're with. You've got to release that person to go and find their lobster. Trust, this situation is calling for you to have faith. And that's what you've got to have a shitload on in this journey. Because in an ideal world, you don't want anyone to get hurt. But you don't want people living a lie either. Union, the union of a divine soul counterpart is a miraculous event that begins when you least expect it. And it's happening now. Oh. And yeah, I mean, that's my friend, but I do think that that's messages coming in for twin flames. That's what I think. Because that just popped up. Right, so what? I've been doing this for ages, haven't I? Anyway, what do we need to know? You came closer than anyone. This wasn't divine feminine, divine masculine. It was just what wants to be said between them. I love you unconditionally. I've said this might sound weird, but the love between twin flames, although there's like a lot of sexual passion, I mean, that's putting it mildly, major sexual passion, attraction, just very drawn to that person. There's often like a kind of a brother, sister, or two sisters, whatever, like a twin relationship, as in like actual twins. Like how you would just look out for someone and care for them. That's what I mean. So forget, I'm not talking like, you know, it is a bit weird when you say brother, sister, but it's basically, yeah, that's the only way I can describe it. It is just like, you just really want them to be happy. even if it's not with you. And that's, it just always reminds me of the vow. I just always refer to the vow. If you watch that film, you'll get what I mean. I wish I'd treated you better. So there's acknowledgement there, I feel, of both twins. It's kind of like the kind of like not showing the true feelings has caused see what I mean, persistent messages has caused problems. But it's both twins that have done this. I'm starting to understand our connection. And anyway, like I always say, whoever has been, like, if anyone ever does go down the route of really sort of trying to be at the person, convincing them to be with you, that's never healthy. You know, you can't help your feelings, but don't actually do that, because it's, if they're not awake, they're not awake. Like, there's still lots of divine masculines that aren't actually awake to this. So, but they're going to be. So this is, you know, that's why you be happy, you be and you live in hope, and you be happy for other twins that are coming into union, because one day it will be you, right? You know that, and that doesn't matter. You don't need a twin flame to hear that. It's like, that's like with everything. If you get bitter and jealous when you see people in love, it's not, you're keeping love further away from you. Right, can I silence that? I'll tell you, it does mean something when that happens, because it's not always on loud like that. Right, anyway, we've got enough about that. So areas of conflict: mental, emotional, financial, any other problems. Area of conflict for the divine feminine: soul, radiance, phoenix rising. There's none. I just feel divine feminines are just in a place of being the phoenix rising, and that can often look like how I'm being, like, you know, just kind of like, I'm just being quite cutthroat with my boundaries. Like, I'm definitely not taking anybody's shit of anybody that I've already stressed my boundaries and they're not paying attention to it. I'm just not even entertaining that, because if you've already asserted your boundaries and people aren't paying attention, then that's just, it's disrespectful and it's cheeky. But people will do that. They will, especially if they feel like they've got a bit of a hold over you, or they can manipulate. Oh fuck, there's a I'll just leave that. Just be patient, like we have to do in the twin flame journey. Hi there. Hi. Thank you. Cheers. Thank you. Good. Thanks. Right, guys, that's my Chinese, so we better wrap this up. But seriously, that is part of it, right? Part of patience. Right, wait a minute. Right, so where were we at? Yeah, divine feminines and phoenix rising energy. Where's divine masculine? Let's put it back, see if it comes out. Brilliant beliefs, luminous life force, personal power. They've got a lot of power back. See, a lot of these divine masculines might be a lot of my women clients out there, or just men that have watched it too, that watched the journey, like, you know, nearly 3 weeks ago, and their power really is coming back, and they've been able to release themselves from things. Look, we've actually got divine feminine on the bottom there, but again, that was on the subconscious. I really do feel it's like divine masculines have got in touch with their feelings, is what this means. Magnetic receptive power. But again, this is picking up on what we're saying about it's fucking, I mean, it's mental. I've put on this orange jumper as well. I've had this for years, but and then today at the playgroup I had a bright orange mug. So it's all sacral chakra. It's sexual energy, guys. But sexual energy is, like I say, it's nothing to do with, like, because it's all women that are like, just loads of fucking women out of nowhere are just like, hey, how are you? Just like loads of them. And I'm like, what? So I'm sorry, guys, if you're watching this on the lurking, because it's nobody that talks on the thing, I'm not responding to you till Tuesday, seriously, because I'm just in my feels, and I just want to look after me. And yeah, I didn't need an excuse, but now it's the time of the month. Do you know what I'm saying? TMI, but hey, that happens to women. Right, so But it's because it's like this magnetic, it's attractive. It's this energy that people are like, I don't know why I want to talk to Claire, but I want to talk to her. And it's not just Claire, it's fucking other people that are in this energy. Fucking too much. Fearlessness, removing obstacles. But yeah, obstacles are being removed from the twin flames that are ready for it. The obstacles are being removed. Good news. Right, so outside influences. Well, I think we need to use these cards and see if the release your X card doesn't necessarily mean an X is an issue, but we'll just see what comes out my mouth when, oh Christ. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided for. I feel that's a lot of people wanting to reach out. Yeah, playfulness, to recapture. So I'll read it for people that don't know the cards off by heart. This could be one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. For me, that is just always about, you know who your twin flame is. It's not a mystery. You're not one of the people where it's like, is it this person? Is it that person? Or you kind of change it to make it suit with who you're seeing. This isn't for those people. If you're in that place, I'm not meaning to take the piss. You really need to book a session because you won't feel that way after a session with me, right? Or if you do, it's probably, for me, what I've identified, people that go back and forwards like that, it's people that need a lot of therapy, that have never had counselling or they've not had a good counsellor, because it's, but the twin flame chakra, the twin flame journey, I've had people that are like that, and when I have in the past had clients that are like that and still do, it's actually because somebody's fucked up their energy. Like some other kind of twin flame healer, like what I've seen out and about there in YouTube land, has like totally confused the hell out of them. And yeah, that's really what that's all about. Anyway, so make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I really do feel this is about twins being guided to reach out in a playful way, even just like sort of saying hi, or, you know, thinking about you, happy Valentine's, whatever. I don't know about happy Valentine's. It's just because it's the weekend as well, but whatever. Some people will be being guided to do that, but it really just depends, because some people, like I spoke to, you know, someone today and they're just kind of a load of piss, you know what I mean? It's to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit fun to shine. But I think it is just about, yeah, I'm of that opinion too. But again, love flowers, love chocolates, especially when I've got my period. I'll buy my own though. But I wouldn't say no to chocolates. You know what I mean? My pal, every time she comes to visit me, brings me flowers, and she brought me love heart sweeties, and we ate them all that night. And I love muffin. So you know what I'm saying? It's be open to receive, ladies and men. Ladies and men, yes. But just be aware when you're open to receive what it is you want, you seem to attract lots of other people as well. Oh my God. Right, so funny. What the best current course of action for divine feminine? That's kind of like what we already had. Healing earth, the power to give and receive healing. But again, I more feel this is about receiving, because many divine feminines are very selfless, here to be a powerful healer anyway. And the lesson has really been to sort of pull back on that a little bit. You're always like, you know, again, obviously I'm talking about me right now as well, but it's kind of like yeah, that can be hard, because I even said it to someone earlier tonight, like I love looking after someone, right? And I'm often used to being the person that puts the kettle on, but honestly, right now, the way I'm feeling, that's why I just ordered a takeaway, because I'm like, I love cooking and I'm a good cook, but I was like, I can't be arsed cooking. So again, it's about, if there's nobody there to look after you right now, look after yourself, right? And this is what is, if you're not with anyone, be kind to yourself. If you're overwhelmed, don't answer the messages. They can wait. You know what I mean? And people, they get it, will understand. Right. Anyway, not all of you will be feeling like I'm feeling, but a lot of you will. And I would be surprised if lots of women out there are actually in the similar time of the month. Anyway, so where's divine masculine at? Sacred. This came out the other day. I don't know if that was the one that I published. Sacred action, decisive focus. And a lot of divine masculines have not been very decisive at all, to say the least. They've been very, very in, out. Don't sound right. Like just very kind of, will I do it? Will I not? Will I message? Will I not? Is this the right time? Is it not? Do they want to hear from it? Do they not? I'm not ready. I'm exhausted. feel a bit better today. You're just very back and forwards. For whatever reason, and some it's worse. It is because they're in karmic situations, romantic ones, being dragged down, and like I say, there's more healing to be done there. You've just got, you've got to have patience. And again, for those of you that be like, well, I've waited long enough and fuck him or fuck her, you can't be a twin flame. And if you are a twin flame, and you're talking like that, I think you've been. I would personally like to know what you've experienced on your journey, or who you've been taking guidance or whatever from to be in that vibration, because I've certainly noticed a lot of people being sucked in to certain streams of consciousness or storylines, and it's amazing how everyone will just agree, like the group consciousness, and that's really unhealthy. So that, again, that doesn't seem to be anybody that talks in the chat here, or any of my clients. So if anyone's come across that and you're in that, book a session, and I'll endeavour to help you with that, because it's not, there's issues, but it's not anything like what I can sometimes see out there. Sacred action, decide. I'm talking about comments in other people's videos. Some of these are so negative. Yes, decisive focus. So divine feminine's focused on the power to give and receive healing. Again, more balance in that, allowing herself to receive, so that she can receive what is coming towards her, which is her true love. For those that are ready for it, just go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, receiving. They're just so you can receive the river of blessings, releasing constraints. Anything that's holding the twin flames back is being let go of. Power over difficulty. So they're reclaiming power. Love it. Right. I bet you there'll be some people that know me really well be like, Claire, go get your Chinese, it'll be cool. But it's okay. I'm going to go in a minute if there's just one more, this one and then the other one. The best current course of action, that's what I've just done, isn't it? Probable outcome if this course of action is taken for divine feminine. Don't know if it's going to make sense to you, but it probably will. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Maybe that's those of us that have just ordered a Chinese and should have cooked. I'm joking. No guilt. I'm like, yeah, bring it on. It's staring at me, flirting with me right now. And then I'm going to order a knickerblocker glory. Better fucking believe it. The neighbours are going to be like, that's another takeaway. And I'll be like, yeah, and what? Marriage. Well, obviously it works. You know what I mean? But no, seriously. This is about spiritual union. This is definitely about attracting this. A marriage of souls is a union of two divine counterparts blending together. Telepathic. This is the card I pulled for today. I pulled another card and I'd done it like a week ago. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. There's strong telepathy in this union. And also, because that's like, what will this lead to? Eventually, it will lead for marriage to a lot. It's a spiritual marriage, even if it's not a literal one. Divine masculine, if the course of action is followed, cherish your relationship. Yeah, a lot of them will, because they'll be like grateful that you've even heard them out. And then, children could be on the cards for a lot of twins. It will actually is, because there's a lot of starseed baby. Look at this. Marriage, children, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, but it is. Because if you actually were in a relationship with your twin flame, it is ascending, because we're ascending. We're in the ascension. You know what I mean? And it's just things are changing, things are happening. Right, exciting. Right, so doesn't look like I'm like, yeah, exciting. I'm just so tired. What was I going to say? Probable outcome. What else do we want for probable outcome? Oh God, fuck's sake, man. I never used to get this back. Oh man. Right. Give us another one for divine feminine. I'm going to wrap this up. Psychic ability, future vision. Yeah. It's just talking about divine feminine saw it coming. And it's just going to be about actually believing that it's happening. And again, remember, lots of people that are watching this, it won't be happening in real time for everyone. It will be for some. but it'll be whenever you come across this. Friendship, support, fun, unity, play. See, divine masculine, oh look, 14 as well, Valentine's Day. Someone is getting contact with Valentine, or you've already made plans to, something like that. But I love that it's, you know, it might be the 14th Valentine's, but it's, and that's actually, it's Monday, it's not the weekend, but, you know, people usually do shit on a weekend, don't they? It's support, fun, unity, play. They want the friendship, they want the playful energy back out of all this. You know, divine feminine's been seeing all these moments, getting these visions of what's coming, and divine masculine wants to be able to give that, like wants to be able to bring the fun back out of all the heavy misunderstandings and all the rest. Because look, talking to each other, telepathy, transmission, perception, communication, and of course that means communication in the physical for those that are ready as well. Sacred gratitude. Because the prayers have been put out, the healing has went on, the gratitude has been given, and now it's time for the twins to come together. The power to give and receive healing. Sacred action again, because power has been reclaimed. It's all the same cards again. Right, I'm going to end it here, guys, because it's a bit longer than I wanted it to be. So, like I said, I'll just put that off a minute. This isn't going to be everybody's, they want me to do this. This isn't going to be everyone's reading, but it is some people's out there. So. And I'm aware that not everyone will be like, oh my God, this happened. That'd be cool. Like, though, if you really don't care, and like you're not bothered about who's going to see it, then let us know, because that would be like so fun. But it will be. I know that in time it will be like, oh my God, this is like 3 months ago and I've just come across it and it's me. I know, it's crazy. Time is an illusion. Right. What else do we need to know? Where's divine feminine at? Like with that last one, probable outcome. Evolutionary downloads, recalling power, future thinking, Arcturian light codes. Yeah, well, that's like what I just said. They're focused on the present, but also the future. And again, many divine feminines are mystics, seers, mediums, healers, whatever you want to call yourself. Divine masculine, Shambhala initiations, retreating to recharge, trusting in the process, Dharma. They're following their Dharma. They're following their calling. For some, that's going to look like following their calling and taking the actions, sending the text, making the call towards their divine feminine. For others, they're retreating to recharge and they're trusting in the process. And that time will come when it's meant to. And only you're going to know where you're at. Because the higher heart, I knew that was going to come out, because the higher heart activation has happened and divine love is happening either way. And it's just a matter of, is it your time now? Is this your channeling? Who knows? Your heart is healed, but that's what's going on between whoever that resonates with right now. Right, I could keep going on, but I'm going to stop. Right, so sending you all lots and lots of love. Have a very happy Valentine's weekend, whatever you're doing, or Valentine's Day if I haven't put anything out. But I'm sure, I think I might. Well, it depends how I'm feeling. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm sure I will see you at some point soon, next week, if not over this weekend. Thank you very much to Michelle, because Michelle has gifted me, she wants me to get Grease 2 for myself, and I don't know if I was meant to say that in public, but I'm going to Grease 2 for myself and watch that, and so I've done that, I'm looking forward to that, and yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy my Chinese and go and look after myself and love myself unconditionally, and I hope that you are all doing that too. So have a lovely night, or whenever you watch this.